Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. This was a continuation of my idea to start watching WCW all over again. Thanks to the WWE Network, them uploading the first few years of WCW Nitro, and then also going back and using the WCW pay-per-views that were uploaded back in February. We go to the War Games match. It's supposed to be one of the highlighted matches of WCW for the whole year, and they built one of the best War Games teams that they have ever built. Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Lex Luger, and Sting. Easily 4 of the top 10 names in wrestling for 1995. And you gotta say, well, man, I wonder who they would go up against in War Games, because you need to build a team that's gonna have enough star power to go up against these guys. Kamala, the Zodiac, who is aka Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the Shark, aka Earthquake, Meng, aka Haku. No, what are you doing? This was a bad match. You got Luger, Sting, you got Savage. Basically the storyline was when Lex Luger came back to WCW on Monday Nitro, he asked to join this team to show off that, he really wanted to be a part of WCW. He wanted a shot at Hulk Hogan, but he was a good guy and he wanted to fight off the powers of evil. He wanted to help his friend Sting. And most of all, he wanted to show WCW that he could be a champion for them. Macho Man Randy Savage was very leery of Luger being on this team. He was very protective of the Hulk Hogan brand. Luger hit Savage on accident at one point, which sets up a feud between Savage and Luger. Savage still thinking that Luger wanted to join the Dungeon of Doom and go up against him. They would have a big match on Nitro in a few weeks, but and basically, the Dungeon of Doom, no way in the world was able to stack up against this. I can't even remember how the hell they won. Somehow, the Team Hulkamaniacs, they won this match. Surprise, surprise. The payoff for this was that basically everybody would leave the cage, and Hulk Hogan would get 5 minutes in the ring with the Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan, who was the leader of the Dungeon of Doom, and basically, would be able to, fight him off. Once everybody left, Taskmaster got in the ring only for the Giant, who has yet to debut for WCW. We'd just seen him do some run-ins. This is probably the second or his third time that we'd seen him take down a Hulk Hogan on his own, and he would become the #1 contender for the Halloween Havoc pay-per-view at the next show. We'd already seen him run over his motorcycle out in the parking lot earlier in the show. And this time he grabbed a hold of Hulk Hogan and basically showed him just snap his neck in the middle of the ring. Basically where the Giant was able with the Taskmaster to be able to get out of there and show off that they were the strongest force that was actually going to kill Hulkamania, which was the one thing that the Taskmaster and the Dungeon of Doom were really set out to do. Horrible, bad WCW show. There was no payoff in the War Games. Basically, there was no star power. I remember watching this on the box that I've mentioned in the past, but there's no way in the world that I could think of that I would have thought Hulk Hogan was going to lose this. But then again, there was a lot of matches that I watched back in the day that I thought there was no chance in the world that Hulk Hogan would lose. So we'll see. We'll keep going with WCW. Night of Champions right up around the corner. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for checking me out.